and gentlemen, to NXT live from Full Sail University. And we have got tag team action to kick us off. Blake and Murphy make their way to the ring as we are right at the doorstep of NXT TakeOver Domination. Blake and Murphy were set to face Gallows and Anderson of the Balor Club. They declined to be here, ladies and gentlemen. They want to prepare for their match against American Alpha. So Blake and Murphy make their way to the ring. And I'm not sure if they know their opponents, but I do. And it, of course, who else would it be than American Alpha themselves, who are always up for a challenge. Very, very typical behavior from the Balor Club on a night where we have another hand-picked opponent from Daniel Bryan. He says turnabout is actually fair play. And because Finn Balor had to face Eric Young last week, this week, Christopher Gerard, the #1 contender of the NXT Championship, will have to face one of Daniel Bryan's hand-picked opponents as well. And as I mentioned, it will be American Alpha taking up the very lucrative offer of General Manager Daniel Bryan, he was left short. But there you see it. The NXT TakeOver Domination Tag Team Championship match coming up. The logo, courtesy of Sir Blade. You can catch him on YouTube as well if you haven't already. I have no idea why you are here. American Alpha in the ring. And these guys earned their shot at the Tag Team Championships. Last week they beat the Briscoes, who they had a lot of trouble with, but they got a huge win. And the Briscoes have been banished somewhat to the back of the line here as Blake takes it straight to Chad Gable, the technician of the team. Both members of American Alpha are absolutely exceptional mat wrestlers, and Chad Gable is an Olympic level competitor. Jason Jordan, of course, just that sensational college wrestler, and cross-arm DDT is a thing of beauty, as most things that Chad Gable do are, but that's a little bit more old school there with a little bit of a stump pull-up for Blake, and already Blake is on the back foot here. He has a chance now as he whips in Gable. Big clothesline there. Certainly Blake and Murphy, you can't sleep on them. Former NXT Tag Team Champions. As he drops a second elbow right to the heart of Chad Gable. So here Gable, perfect technique as he flips him over. Chad Gable's going to take that opportunity with the separation to get the tag to Jason Jordan. He meets his man in the middle of the ring with a snap suplex. Such impressive athletes. What a night we have for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The new #1 contender, Nia Jax, is in action ahead of her enormous match with Sasha Banks at Backlash, which is coming up next week as well, as it's specials week here at Murph's YT13. And there's a picture-perfect drop kick. And Blake has not been able to tag in Murphy as of yet. He's been cut off by the tag team prowess of American Alpha. It was so impressive, beautiful suplex there. Straight into the cover here, and that might be enough. He hasn't had the chance to really catch his breath in this, and it's just a 2. Cheering on from the outside, Chad Gable. Jason Jordan starts to work over even more so on Blake as he whips him into the corner here. He's very methodical. And that's what they were last week against the Briscoes. They were sensational. Look out. Exploder suplex into the corner. And he's going to get the tag, and this is what you do. This is what the best teams do. Frequent tags. Keep one man fresh and wear the other man down, and they are doing that absolutely expertly here as he loads him up. And this does not bode well. This does not bode well at all Blake up and down, back suplex. And that really could be it. He's over and into the cover. Cause for concern for Murphy too. Oh. Just gets out. It's Chad Gable. They just will not give him a chance to breathe here. And if they could do this to the Bella Club come Domination, we could see new tag team champions here as he lifts him over. And look at the torque on the back. The shins right across the lower back of Blake. He just tosses him off. And Blake has not fired a shot in this one. Look out, he has a chance here. He has a chance here with the last bit of energy in his body. A huge power slam and into the cover. Is that enough? It was a massive power slam, no. And Blake, he needs to take this opportunity. But you can see he's frustrated, trying to get something together here. And he might just take this opportunity. And now we're going to see Murphy for the first time in this match. We are. And it could be a big impact here. Lifts him up for the spine buster. Murphy all the way down with a frog splash. And that could be it. Into the cover. That is it. 1. Got him. 2. Got him. No. Gable just kicks out. And just like that, absolutely incredible. Blake and Murphy showing why they are former tag team champions. As Murphy now puts him on the top rope. The fresh man is now in the ring, and Gable is in trouble. Right from the top down with a back suplex. And Blake and Murphy, the click of the fingers, are in control. And now Murphy wearing down Chad Gable. How quickly did this turn on its head? Murphy again sends him into the corner again. Turns him around. Irish whip into the other corner. Look out, forearm. That was a stiff forearm, and Gable has to get some separation. He gets back in the ring. Was that enough? No. Got the headlock. Oh, and a knee. And Murphy incredibly impressive. Look out. There's a shot. Brought him to his knees. Oh, my God. Right across the throat. Right across the throat. He's got him 1. Got him 2. Got him 3. No, oh, my God. I thought that was it. Blake got in. He stopped Jordan. But Gable was able to kick out. And he's hanging on by the skin of his teeth. And Jason Jordan's tossed outside the ring. Chad Gable is in enormous trouble. Oh, he fights out. He fought out of it. And now Gable. Second rope. Oh, spinning European uppercut. Spinning European uppercut. Oh, and a senton. Good Lord. Full Sail is stunned. But look out, Murphy. Murphy sent him in. Are they going to look for it again? This time the roles are reversed. Murphy hooked him up. Oh, there it is again. There it is again. And again. The frog splash again. It's all over. He's got him. 1, 2. Can he get there? Yes, he does. Jordan just saves the match. Blake and Murphy testing American Alpha here. And maybe the Balor Club could see into the future. They knew the kind of thing that was going to happen here tonight. Look out. Gable with the last little bit of energy. Gets the tag. Jason Jordan in. Got him up. Oh, and down. And down. Into the cover. Pin him. Referee position 1, 2, 3. And American Alpha eke out a tight one. What a match. It looked as though Blake and Murphy had done the business. Twice we saw that suplex and frog splash combo. Look at how close this was. He just gets past him. Just got past Murphy to save the match. And then up and down. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. And the momentum will certainly be with American Alpha going into Domination. they will face the Balor Club, Gallows and Anderson. And you got to think Gallows and Anderson may have missed an opportunity here tonight to really get some stuff in and get some work in. American Alpha have been gifted the opportunity to build that momentum. Well, ladies and gentlemen, also at NXT Domination, we will see Prince Pretty versus Kazuchika Okada. Does it get any better or any bigger? It's the pretty one, and as he said, versus the other one. Back, ladies and gentlemen, for some more in-ring action as we are about to be joined by Eric Young, who made an enormous debut as Daniel Bryan's hand-picked opponent. We'll take you back to last week. An enormous reaction as he entered Full Sail for the first time, and he had the champion on the ropes until that happened. And Christopher Gerard decided to take a sledgehammer to the back of Eric Young and the stomach of Finn Balor. And Christopher Gerard, who is in action later tonight, of course, ladies and gentlemen, has completely gone off the rails in his pursuit for Finn Balor. And that match will be coming up at NXT Domination. Eric Young is set to take on Johnny Gargano right here, right now, though. And let's hope that we can see Eric Young get a full match in. He was incredibly impressive against Finn Balor, took the champion to lengths that he has not been taken to for a long time. As we settle in for Johnny Gargano versus Eric Young. What a night we've seen already here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. American Alpha just managing to eke out a win over Blake and Murphy, who were incredibly impressive. Gargano takes the back and takes him down. Certainly not going to be a walkover, this one, for Eric Young. Johnny Gargano is a young, savvy ring veteran. Been wrestling since very early stages of his life, as has Eric Young. What a time it is to be a fan of NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan's hand-picked opponent, Eric Young, of course. Speaking of hand-picked opponents, we get another one tonight. Who on earth could it be? You look at the caliber. Christopher Gerard himself was a hand-picked opponent. As Gargano takes Eric Young off his feet there. They link up again. The likes of Apollo Crews as well has been a hand-picked opponent. So you can tell the caliber of athlete that gets brought in is of an extremely high standard. As these two link up again, Gargano again takes the back and again takes Eric Young down. This time just flopping him down, and Eric Young realizes he's in for a fight here. Look out here, what's this? Innovative offense from Johnny Gargano. We've seen Gargano push the likes of Ryan Lusk and Finn Balor himself. As Eric Young jacks the jaw. That snapmares Gargano over quite violently. Great finds the head and then starts to take those elbows right to the crown of Johnny Gargano's head. Now Eric Young is going to work that typical slow, methodical pace. Look out. Picks him up. No wasted movement. Up and down. Picture-perfect suplex. Certainly not his first rodeo, Eric Young. Gargano, though, whips him under the apron. Now, big shot, knocking him all the way to the outside. And Johnny Gargano taking it right up to Eric Young. It just shows there's no easy matches. There's no pushover matches in this NXT. Look out, look out. Oh, good Lord. A straight DDT on the floor from Johnny Gargano has turned this match firmly in his favor. And a spin kick to the gut but Eric Young picked him up, suplex onto the floor. And Eric Young's going to have to get in the ring to try and recover from having his head bounced off. And you can see a little bit of frustration. He's never been the most stable of characters, Eric Young. And now they're playing a few mind games here. Eric Young baited him into the ring, but Johnny Gargano isn't falling for that. This ain't his first rodeo either, Eric. And now Gargano stomping on the arm of Eric Young. Gargano takes back the ascendancy in this match. Hooks the arm around, and look at this. Look at the way he moves around the ring. And straight into the cover. No time for Eric Young to recover. 2, got him though. Johnny Gargano, you got to stay on him. And that's exactly what he's doing. Grinding those knuckles on the temple. Look at that. Oh, it just flops the head down. Gargano plotting his next move. It's Gargano now. Whips him into the corner. And what on earth has he got planned here? Gargano picks him up. Is he going to give him a power slam? No, 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 no! Oh my God! A lawn dart! Right off the second turnbuckle. That could be enough. Oh! Gargano got so close there. That was a violent move. And now Eric Young picks him up, swings him up and down. And E. White, a little bit of a sense of urgency now. Eric Young needs to pull something out. Johnny Gargano is fired up here tonight. He came to fight, and again, gonna pick him up for a second. And that'll take the wind right out of the sails of Johnny Gargano as Eric Young rolls him into the middle of the ring. And Eric Young takes back control of this one. Tosses him around. Picks him up. And down. Gonna try and take him off his base. And Eric Young, just like that, has all the momentum. Now Eric Young, what's he thinking? No, 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 no. Oh, right to the gut. Here's that methodical style. Very savvy competitor. Eric Young, look out. Look out again. A shot to the midsection, grabs the head. And another DDT. And another DDT. Gargano needs to capitalize. Oh, Eric Young again. And he must have a head of stone. This crowd on their feet here as Eric Young whips him into the corner. And now Young's going to try and load him up. What the hell does Gargano have to do? Young has Gargano on top. Gonna go all the way here, is he? All the way. Both feet on the top rope. Both men to the ground. A superplex straight into the cover. That's gotta be it. 2 and no. Johnny Gargano showing some heart here tonight. Eric Young, you can see the frustration starting to build. Eric Young now, he's going to go high risk. Eric Young all the way to the top. Gargano to his feet. He missed, and Gargano took the back. What's he got? Butterflies him. No, he gets out. Oh, and an elbow to the face. An elbow to the face, but he hooked him around again. Oh my God! A reverse Kinrana! Johnny Gargano drags the lifeless body to the middle of the ring. Into the cover. That'll do it. 1. Oh my God! Eric Young kicks out at 1. Gargano can't believe it. Young moved. Is he even human? Oh, look out, Gargano rolls through. Johnny Gargano coming up huge in Full Sail. Get the cover, Johnny. He's got him. He's going to beat Eric Young. 2, no. Johnny Gargano. This is a coming of age. Oh my God. Eric Young just splashed him from out of nowhere. And now he's stalking him. Eric Young stalking Gargano. Oh no. No. Oh my God. A pile driver drove him right under his head. And Eric Young isn't even done. He's not even going for the cover. What the hell is Eric Young doing? He leaps in. Oh, and an elbow as well. Eric Young he's insane. Eric Young is insane, and look at him. Just wrenching on the head of Gargano. Good Lord. And look at his face. This crowd is eating it up though. Gargano can barely get to his feet. And he gets knocked off the nip up and down. And the power slam from Eric Young. And Eric is gonna fly. Listen to this crowd. They have come unglued for Eric Young. Up the top and down with the elbow. Into the cover. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3. And Eric Young picks up an impressive victory over a defiant Johnny Gargano, who has lost nothing from this. Eric Young would not be denied tonight. He pushed the champion, and now he's won incredibly impressively against Johnny Gargano. Eric Young has arrived. Well, ladies and gentlemen, some incredible breaking news here tonight on NXT. We have a statement from Austin Aries. It reads, "At NXT TakeOver Domination, myself and Bobby have decided to change the landscape of NXT and wrestling in general. We are officially challenging any team in NXT. Whoever steps up, bring your A game, because things are about to get dirty." That's right, ladies and gentlemen, at Domination, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode. Well, we're back in Full Sail University, ladies and gentlemen, and what a night we have had here so far. And it only gets better as we are joined by Alexa Bliss. Now, she seems very chipper considering the task she has at hand here tonight. She has the task of facing the unstoppable Nia Jax, who, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw on Monday Night Raw earlier this week, won the #1 contenders tournament after she beat Paige in the main event of Monday Night Raw. An incredible feat she went through. Names like Asuka. She went through names like Bayley to get here. And this woman has been absolutely incredible. But her opponent in waiting, of course, is the women's champion, Sasha Banks, who has seen and done it all. But has she ever faced anyone like this woman, Nia Jax? I don't think so. I think this is the biggest challenge in Sasha Banks' career to date. And she faced Paige at WrestleMania. She beat Paige at WrestleMania in front of 100,000 people in Dallas. Yet I believe her reign could be a short one. Mark my words. I think Nia Jax, it is only a matter of time for her before she is the women's champion. I was about to say the NXT women's champion. We're ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Alexa Bliss has it all to do in front of her here. She's going to need to pull out an enormous upset. And I mean enormous. Quite literally here. And look at that. Straight away. Straight away the power is on display from Nia Jax. And she just drives that knee into the back of Alexa Bliss. Nia Jax takes the back of Alexa Bliss. And look at that. Look at her just wrench her. Alexa Bliss can't control any of this. She can't do anything about any of this. Nia Jax just controls her just controls her. Look at this. Good Lord. Drops the knee right down across the face. And Nia Jax, good Lord, just slaps Alexa Bliss. No respect at all. Here comes Bliss, though. Jacks the jaw of Nia Jax. No pun intended. Jax whips her off in a huge clothesline. My God. Oh, right across the back of Alexa Bliss. There she comes. Here she comes with some shots. Trying to take Nia Jax off her feet, and a shot again. And Alexa Bliss showing a little bit of that flame. There's a little bit of that sparkle. And she whips her in though. And another counter. And Alexa Bliss showing something here. Can she get her up? Down, she did. She kneed her right in the face. And now Alexa Bliss is firing up here. You got to keep her on the ground. Keep her grounded. It needs to be what she does here. She chooses to get her to her feet, and that's why I think it's a mistake. You've got to keep her grounded, because look at what happens. A back suplex right onto the back of her neck. How on earth do you counteract any of this? And look at Alexa Bliss just trying anything she can. Fireman's carry over the top. Fireman's carry right over the top. And Nia Jax, just like that, takes back control. Look at her just flopping her around. She's putting her wherever she wants her. And look at her just wrench the back and toss her off. My God. Nia Jax again. Oh, she went for the kick, but Alexa Bliss showed her speed. That's what she needs to do. And that's exactly what she needs to do as well, with a neck breaker. A beautiful, beautiful move from Alexa Bliss. Can she keep her grounded? That's where you can win the match. Keep her on the ground. Big forearm. Then another shot to Nia Jax. And she is showing something. Turns her around, another neck breaker. So a series of moves, and Alexa Bliss is getting lippy. You can't let that ego get the better of you. You need to stay on her. Stay cold. Stay calculated. Nia Jax struggling to her feet. She continues to hammer away. You've got to concentrate. And again, the moment Nia Jax gets to her feet, it's over. Look out. Oh, and a big elbow. A big running elbow. And into the cover. 1, 2, and that's it. 3-0. Alexa Bliss just manages to stay alive. But for how long? Nia Jax. What is this? What is this? Flops her down, and this is not a good place to be. Not a good place to be. That big boot right to the face. Full sail. Certainly not appreciative of Nia Jax's efforts here. Alexa slowly to her feet, and she's in big, big trouble. A Samoan drop from Nia Jax, and this is the big splash. My God. Down into the cover. 1, 2, and oh! Alexa Bliss kicks out of the giant splash. Oh, and a shot to the midsection. But Alexa Bliss, she's showing something. It must be the night for it. Alexa Bliss is showing a little bit of ticker, showing a little bit of heart here. And what's this? Alexa Bliss up and over. She nailed it. Got the cover on Nia Jax. Could she do the impossible? 2-0. Alexa Bliss, on a night where we've seen so much of this, the underdog coming up massive. Alexa Bliss, she's going to keep her grounded. Alexa Bliss, you can see the crowd standing. They think something might be in the works here. But Nia Jax broke free. Nia Jax broke free. Whipped her in. Up. Corner in midair. Corner in midair. Up and down. Good Lord. Alexa Bliss tried to roll out of the way, but Nia Jax got the cover. And 3. And Nia Jax continues her march towards Backlash and towards Sasha Banks. She was tested. She was tested. But that's not the first time Nia Jax has been tested. And so far, she's passed every test. with flying colors. But the next one, the next test, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't get any bigger. Make sure you tune in next week for Backlash when Nia Jax takes on Sasha Banks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from the desk of Daniel Bryan, we have some absolutely enormous breaking news for you. Hideo Itami is going to go one-on-one with the returning Apollo Crews. This will be Hideo's return to TakeOver Specials, and it'll be Apollo's return to NXT after suffering that tough loss to Christopher Gerard for the #1 contendership. Don't miss it. Main event time here, ladies and gentlemen, back in Full Sail. And Daniel Bryan's hand-picked opponent is imminent. But we have to first be joined by Christopher Gerard, who many say is the most unlikely contender that we've ever seen here in NXT for the NXT Championship. He won one of the, and I'm not even over-exaggerating when I say this, one of the very best wrestling matches I've ever seen against Apollo Crews. He pulled out an enormous victory. He's worked his way into this position, but somewhat questionable his actions since getting to this position. He's trying to get under the skin of Finn Balor. He's trying something different. Many have tried, but many have failed to take out Finn Balor. But Christopher Gerard gets that opportunity at NXT TakeOver Domination when he faces Finn Balor for the NXT title. A huge opportunity that I'm sure Christopher Gerard isn't going to take lightly. It's an enormous chance to write yourself into the annals of time. But who is the hand-picked opponent? Oh, good Lord! It's got to be Rich Swann! Listen to Full Sail as Rich Swann, or as many like to call him, Rich All Night Long Swan, is making his way to the ring. And Full Sail has come unglued. What an atmosphere in here. Rich Swann makes his NXT debut. And well, doesn't this just continue the lineage of the Daniel Bryan hand-picked opponent? And what a main event this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Gerard versus Rich Swann. And already Swann backing up Gerard into the corner. Huge opportunity for Rich Swann from Daniel Bryan. Oh, God. That shot right across the side of the head from Gerard, and he's not in the mood for games. He's not here to play around, but look at that around. Rich Swann, so fluid, so quick. He's going to take it right to Christopher Gerard, but look at that, another fluid movement there from Chris Gerard. These two ring veterans, they'd be very familiar with each other from the independent circuit. So not everything will be a surprise to Gerard as he whips him off. Swann ducks under, Gerard over the top, and it's a drop kick, cutting Swann off at the pass. And now, he whips in Swann, oh God, a knee right to the gut. A knee right to the gut, and that'll suck the air out of you. And so will this. He takes him over, look at this, and then back over again. And then into a crossface and just wrenching, putting that forearm right across the bridge of the nose. It just makes you uncomfortable, and I think that's what Christopher Gerard, that best sums him up. He makes you uncomfortable. See that there. With that European uppercut, he lets him come off the ropes here, only to just toss him over the top rope and outside the ring. And this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Gerard is no joke. He is here to win that title at Domination. But look out. Oh. Rich Swann manages to drag the leg, and now dropping the knee right across the side of the face of Gerard, and Rich Swann has a chance now to capitalize on being thrown outside the ring so violently, and there's a DDT. A DDT to Gerard. And Rich, all night long, is in control of this And now he gets in the ring. And here he goes. Here he goes. Full Sail absolutely loving it. Oh my God, Gerard just ran in and he's got no time for games. Gerard has no time for games. He's got no time for any of these shenanigans. And God, right face first. Face first. And Christopher Gerard cuts him off of the pass here. And again, Gerard just looking to suck the air out. Just wrench the wind out of him. Gerard, just like that, takes back control of this match, but look out. Swan with an knee lift. Trying to lift. Very adequately named move. Because Rich Swan's trying to find a lift, and he hit a knee lift. But look at this. Look at the control. Look at the suplex. And that unique offense, ladies and gentlemen, for Christopher Gerard. Straight down into the cover. Referee into position. 2, and no. Gerard. Now look at this aggressiveness. Look at this aggressiveness. Just the fingernails in the eyes. Just raking the eyes. Gerard whips him into the corner. Rich Swann is in a world of trouble here at the top rope, but he kicked him off. And Swann up and down. And Rich Swann has this place on their feet. Went for the stop. Gerard got out of the way. Flipped him around. Gerard took the back, dangerous position, up and down, back suplex, cuts him off again. He has not given Rich Swann the chance to get himself into the air. And those high-flying moves, and those high-paced moves, Gerard wrestling the perfect match at the moment. And just a 1 count, you're going to have to do more than that. Just the 1 count. But again, look at him, straight back to the face, the fingernails across the eyes. This is a guy who is on a mission. Swann's in big, big trouble. There's the uppercut. And Rich Swann's lifeless body dragged to the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and he's made light work. No! Rich Swann is alive. Oh! Gerard. Absolutely incredible. Now what's he doing? And again he throws him to the outside of the ring. And this might be foreshadowing what Christopher Gerard, the sort of level he has to get to in order to even come close to the champion. And what the hell is Gerard doing? What the hell is he doing? No. Chris, for God's sake, good God Almighty! Good God Almighty! He just crushed his skull right off the barricade, and this match has been thrown out. Gerard's back in the ring. He doesn't even care. And well, oh my. We know what that means. They're attending to Rich Swann at ringside. We hope he'll be okay, but look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, come domination, the demon will rise.